Have you seen the price of car batteries lately? I was in need of a new battery for my car. I went to Walmart to check it out. Surprise, surprise. Almost $200 for a car battery. Well, after tax, it's actually $200. And this is Walmart, not some fancy auto part dealer. How can a plastic box with some lead and mostly water inside cost so much? Okay, so it has 30% sulfuric acid, but that acid is not something expensive either. I cannot afford to buy a $200 battery that only lasts for 3 years. What I usually buy at Walmart is the value battery that is the cheapest you can get anywhere, period. So I went around to the other side of the rack where they usually have the cheaper value battery, and lo and behold, they're all gone. And then it dawned on me that it's in the middle of the winter right now. Everybody's car's batteries start dying in the winter, so that's why they're all sold out. I scratched my head, palmed my face, and checked my pocket. 10, 30, 50. Not enough. There's gotta be a better way. I looked over next to these expensive batteries, and they have lawnmower batteries for $30 a piece. Then I realized I bought some of these on clearance at Lowe's a few months ago. There's a post on Slick Deal that shows Lowe's clearance for $15. The one I bought at my local Lowe's is even cheaper at only $12. Let's go ahead and give it a try. The worst that can happen is I lose $12. Today I have a dead 12-volt lead acid battery on my car. It's measuring 9.75 volts. That is very dead. I'm going to replace my car battery with 2 of these lawnmower batteries. And that's because each of these is almost half the size of the car battery. The car battery weighs 36 pounds. The lawnmower battery weighs 15 pounds. The code cranking amp of the lawnmower battery is 230 amps, which is more than enough to start this car. I have tried to start this car with a power tool battery and started just fine. I also tried it with even AA alkaline batteries, and it even started with AA alkaline batteries. So there's no reason why one of these cannot start this car. In fact, I have one here already installed in my car, and I'm going to go ahead and try to start this car and show you it will have no problem starting this car. Here we go. There you go. Works just fine. Even though it works just fine right now, but on a very cold day, it might have problems starting the car because the capacity is very small. And that's why I'm going to put 2 of these in parallel and try to shove it in here. But the problem is, how are they going to fit in here? Let me show you the close-up of how I install a single lawnmower battery on here, directly mounted on the terminal. I'm going to use duct tape and tape both batteries together because you don't want these to get loose and move around when you make a turn. Here we go. The new battery doesn't have the right terminal to connect to my car, so I'm going to have to make my own. I'm using a 3/8 copper pipe and pound it flat and then drill a hole. I'm using size 10 wire, and I bundle 4 of them together. I need at least size 4 wire, and 4 of size 10 wires together is equivalent to size 4. The advantage of using 4 size 10 instead of using one single size 4 is that this is a lot more flexible, so I can bend it easily, especially for a short wire like this. Now I just need to crimp this end and do the same thing on the other end, and I should be good to go. So here it is. Everything is connected. Let me show you how I connect them together. That's the negative terminal that goes to the car. This thick cable is flopping around But that's not something I would worry about because this is the ground. It's connected to the chassis of the car, so if it touches the chassis, that's not a problem at all. And then it's connected to the negative terminal of the battery, which is connected to the other battery by parallel. Over here on the positive terminal, they are connected together, and this is the main wire that goes to the car, which I already removed the old terminal, and this fits directly onto the battery terminal. Moment of truth. Let's see if it's good enough to start the car. Yep, works like a charm. My next step is to find a way to mount this bracket on here to secure the battery, because right now it is about to touch the positive terminal. And here is my solution. This is a piece of rubber as salvage from the wheel well of the spare tire of this same car, and it is down here underneath this compartment. I got 3 of them stacked on top of one another, so they'll be thick enough to clear the wires here. Same here on this side. Got 2 there, and then this piece of foam is for insulation. It's going to wrap around everything to protect the positive terminal, and then this piece of rubber will be right on top. And then this mounting bracket is going to be on top of the rubber, so everything is going to be insulated. Here it is. I got the bracket installed. It compresses down on the rubber, and that will keep the battery in place. It is very secure. I'm moving the whole car and the battery doesn't even budge. Let me give you an update. Today I'm on a road trip and I'm gonna travel about 1,000 miles. And right now I'm at a rest area, a truck stop. It's in the middle of nowhere. I have traveled 261 miles from the last time I changed the new lawnmower battery. Let me give you some proof. So the last time I changed the battery, my odometer was 223,698 miles. And right now, my odometer reads 223,959 miles. So you take 223,959, subtract 223,698, you got 261 miles. Let me show you the battery. Still in good shape, all nice and tight, and yep, it's not moving anywhere. Here we go. I'm at the truck stop, middle of nowhere. Alright, let's start up the car. Now let's try again from the inside of the car. There we go. Nice and strong. Alright, I'm gonna update with you after this road trip, probably about 1,000 miles or so. Okay, so I got home from a long distance trip a few days ago. Let's turn on the car and see what we got. The odometer reads 224,796. So I started at 223 698, so almost 1,100 miles. So my long distance trip was about 1,000 miles, and I've been driving around town for the last few days for another 100 miles. So total is 1,100 miles. So that has been a lot of driving, both long distance and short trips around town. Let's go ahead and check on the battery and see what we got. Battery voltage 12.41 volts, and this is at rest in cold temperature, so that is very good. And the battery assembly is still intact. Everything is still there and still nice and tight. I'm trying to move it, but everything is still very tight. Now let's go ahead and start the car. Now let's try again inside the car. Yep, just like that. Everything works just fine. So there you have it. After over 1 week and over 1,000 miles, I can definitely confirm that these two lawnmower batteries works just fine. They perform as well as the original lead acid battery for this car. And these two lawnmower batteries are gonna be the permanent battery for my car. And that's all for now, folks. Until next time, thanks for watching.